For those, we're done. We're done. Game number 1 between FuriousDuffman and Failo underway. Failo repping the Fox up against Lucina. Now, I know you've been doing quite a bit of melee commentary from time to time. This may look a little bit familiar with the swordy against the space animal, but this is a bit of a different beast in this particular game.
Yeah, it's a new game, new life, but of course, with this kind of matchup, you still have the fundamentals that come around playing around that blade, but you have a side B with a dancing blade that now becomes available that is also super sick for covering up space. And then you also have Fox, still the ever-quick speedster with tons of cunning and finesse, but is also that glass cannon.
Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, the way this matchup tends to work out is you're going to be seeing the Lucina player trying to set up the walls, swing, and box out with options like the forward air. But the second there's one of the overcommitments, Fox is going to come in using the quick speed that the character possesses in order to steal the ground and start putting on some pressure.
And you'll also notice that jab is integral for Mart's as well as Lucina's. The reason being is that it sets up for those combo opportunities as well as those finishers. You can combo into F tilt, combo into F smash at higher percentages, and up smash becomes a much more viable option. But with Dancing Blade choosing the outward option, that's going to sail off that first stock.
The persistent blade coming through as you're seeing FuriousDuffman starting to square off and take this initial stock. Now, one thing that Failo has done a great job of is consistently juggling FuriousDuffman, and that's one of the big qualms with a sword character like Lucina is if you don't have the ground below you in order to use your great movement, you're going to have a tough time landing in general and finding your offensive presence.
Great job punishing with the side B, going for the downward option. You have to choose between going upward and downward on your swings. The reason being the fast fall, the weights, and the acceleration that comes with some of these other characters. Oh, guessing right on the roll. There's the follow-up. Failo looking crisp for that stock, but with the 55% built up and growing, things are not looking great for the young Fox.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, like we said before, the main objective here, break the zone and then start the juggle train, because that's, again, where these characters have the most... Oh, shield breaker into the encore. Game 1 going in favor of FuriousDuffman.
The reason why that worked is because of a fair amount of shield damage that was done to Fox right before the shield breaker struck. Without that initial setup, without those initial blows, that entire stock would not have been possible.
That was clean. That was clean. I feel like I found that in the same aisle where I was looking for my household appliances. Squeaky. I love it. And now actually an answer coming through. A very unique switch going from the rushdown style that Fox has to more of a control element that Rosa is going to be bringing to the table. Interesting.
Yeah, Rosa is definitely kind of a puppet character in this cast. With that, you have interesting options like up air and the ability to separate the two and cover up multiple options. But it's not without faults. Up B, in particular, very vulnerable. And you will notice that a lot of people will go out and contest Rosalina, especially in those moments where she's looking for some sort of saving grace.
Yeah, and this switch doesn't stop the big problem that was in the last game as well. Rosalina is incredibly susceptible to being juggled.
And not only that, this also is a two-parter where by separating Luma, which is pretty easy to do, as long as you have a tilt, as long as you have an F smash, as long as you have the right tool for the job, you can separate the two, divide the power, and conquer from there.
And that's the big thing with those puppet archetypes. If your puppet is knocked out and taken out of the picture every single time, you don't have a key component to being able to play neutral to even win the game. And that's the big trouble that Failo is having, nearly closing out the stock with the connection of the F smash. FuriousDuffman, one good hit away from advancing in this pool.
And overextended a bit too much. If he was holding the ledge a little bit tighter, there's a chance that that back air would have worked out, but wasn't close enough. There would have had to be a tech fail that was necessary.
God, he's just running circles, should I say jumping circles around Failo right now. FuriousDuffman making all the right calls, and Failo just not having any answers for the varied aerial aggression that's coming through.
There's the sweet spot fair. That's going to do it. Simple and clean, the Kingdom Hearts combo. But there was so many moments that demonstrated the superiority that was coming from Failo. Think about it. How many times did you actually see Luma interact with their opponent.
About as many times as I've seen you interact with someone of the opposite sex. Bodied! Let's go. Done. Wrap it up. Put it on a bow tie. Packaged.
I think I'll have
Done.
to hold that.
Hold that forever.
Technically, you said
Hold that forever.
You said that you've seen.
You know, Giver brings up a good point. That's about how often I've seen it. But.
Which you would never see, so. Reverse.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I may have taken it too far. You set it up for me, and I was trying to make a dumb interact joke, and